So it's almost 2025, which means now more than ever is the best time to start an agency or service-based business if you haven't already, in order to build wealth that will set you up for success for the rest of your life. 2024 was an excellent year for opportunities for me and my business, and 2025 I expect to be the exact same. My agency is an email marketing agency that used to be specialized in just service-based businesses, but more so as of recently I've started working with some different product businesses, even restaurants in my area, and so it's opened up a lot more opportunities and a lot more client acquisition methods that I'm going to talk to you about today. So in today's video, I'm going to go over 5 different ways you can start acquiring email marketing clients in 2025. And each different method I'm going to talk through today, I've done and tested. So just know that it's not coming from a source that is just spewing information from a standpoint that they shouldn't spew from. Unfortunately, on YouTube, there's a lot of people that give advice, and unfortunately, they don't have the case studies to back it up. They don't have the experience to back it up. So all I'm trying to do is provide some free value. If you do go on to enjoy this video, please click the like and subscribe. Let's get right into it. The first thing I'm going to go over is creating organic content. And I'm telling you this as well as myself, but the more consistent I am with YouTube, I see a correlating uptick in client acquisition for my business, because people come across my videos and they either book a consultation, they'll buy my PDF, and they'll kind of go through the motions and start to figure out that I know what I'm talking about. Well, they have their own businesses where they need those services. So they start booking meetings with me, I start acquiring clients, and so on and so forth. Creating content for my business has been the single best driving factor in my uptick in client acquisition. And let me explain. So if this is your first time on my YouTube channel, first of all, welcome, hit the subscribe button while you're here, but you'll see a huge backlog of videos on my channel talking about how you can design emails, how you can get clients, what is the best way to actually go and create a new customer nurture flow. And so I'm providing value to not only the people that want to start agencies, but people that have their businesses and have their everyday businesses, whether it's an e-commerce shop or a mom and pop, restaurant or something along those lines, a coffee shop, that can take the exact same strategies that I use for my digital product clients to put into their every single day life and put into their every single day life of their business as well. So the more videos that I put out, I see an increase and a correlating uptick in those booked meetings that my agency has, because I'm providing free value, which goes into my second point. Providing free value is the single best way to increase your social proof, not only for your business, but for your personal brand. When people come across my agency, Upper Hand Marketing, they see me. I'm the face of that brand. And they may come across my YouTube channel and they may see a young guy, which is fine. But if they go across my website and they go across my YouTube channel, they'll see not only the case studies that I have for my existing clients, both currently and previously, but they also see my YouTube channel that I break down everything that I do and I provide them with the free value that they are more than welcome to take into their own business, which increases my social proof and therefore increases the likelihood of somebody booking a meeting. If you want to create a YouTube channel and you're not really sure where to start, if you're an agency, just think about the one thing that you are most passionate about, that you know most about, the thing that you can provide the most value for, and make videos on that. Whether it's email marketing like me, or maybe it's, social media management, how to grow social media, how to increase sales through, online conversions, whether it's a landing page, whether it's website optimization, SEO, really study a certain service, a certain niche, and become an expert on it, and then give the free value. Because once you're giving free value, you've already built the social proof. If somebody comes across my YouTube channel and they watch a couple of videos and they book a meeting, well, they already know everything about me they need to know. My social proof is already there. My proof that I can do what I talk about is already there, so that when somebody books a meeting, they feel comfortable paying me, so that I don't have to sell myself on that call. You're putting yourself in a power position, which is incredibly, incredibly valuable, not only for your closing rate, but just for your social proof as well, if you want to sell other products. And like I said, the only things that I sell, and I don't really even advertise unless I'm talking about it in a video like this, is my, one-on-one consultation and my digital product email marketing PDF, that both provide an extreme amount of value for relatively cheap. So to kind of bring that all into one, and the last 2 points were creating organic content and providing free value. But if you can tie those together and you can create social proof, you will be put in a power position, so that when somebody does come across your YouTube channel or social media, it doesn't even have to be YouTube, social media, website, whatever it may be, you're put in a power position, so that when you book that meeting, when they're on the call, when they're talking to you, they've already heard you talk, they've already known your social proof. So you're put in a power position, so that when you ask, when you pitch them your services, when you give them a price, they're much more comfortable going forward with you than they would be if they didn't really know who you were in the first place. So number 3 here is find out where your outreach methods are best spent. And this could be a YouTube channel. I know plenty of people that I watch out there just create YouTube content, and that's how they come across, their services, their digital products. But for a lot of people, specifically agencies, this can be cold email, cold calling, or if you're just starting, you can go to more like warm prospects on Upwork, which I think is still an incredibly undervalued client acquisition source. I don't know if Upwork's okay with this, but normally what I do is I go through Upwork just to find the lead. I talk to them through Upwork, we book a meeting, I get their cell phone number or email, just so I can kind of take them off of that Upwork platform, because Upwork does take a huge cut if they end up paying you through Upwork. So I try to get people off. I'm sure it's not allowed, but I know a lot of people that do that. And I actually learned it from Montel Gordon, who did it by just finding those prospects, going and seeing if they have a website and just contacting them directly through email. But I typically just like to apply through Upwork. So to recap, recap that, it's where are your efforts best spent? If you sent a cold email campaign before that's done really well, and then you've tried cold calling that hasn't done really well, why would you continue to cold call in hopes that it would work if you know that cold emailing works better? It doesn't make any sense to me, and a lot of agency owners spend their time on things that aren't important, not even in the outreach space. And I'm talking to myself here again too, but like when I first started my agency, I created a logo, a name, a nice name, and I paid all this money for some guy to create a brand guideline before I had any revenue. That's just not important. So spend your time where you know where your efforts are best spent so that the client acquisition comes faster in a more efficient and time-saving way. If you're cold calling all day, knowing you're not going to get any conversions through cold calling because either you don't have a good script or you're just awkward on the phone, I don't know, then don't cold call. But if you have a really well-created email marketing script, and if you want to see some templates on that, you can go watch my previous video on how I sent 1 million cold emails that converted really well. But if those emails are being sent out and you're booking meetings and you're getting open rates, or even if you know that it's kind of there, but there's some things that you need to fix, do cold email and just stick to that and spend your time sending emails or automating those emails through a platform like Instantly AI or Apollo.io rather than doing cold email, rather than doing cold calling or creating YouTube content. Only spend your time and put your efforts towards things that are going to get you closer to getting clients. Period. Number 4 is create a well-made digital product. When I'm cold emailing prospects, I always ask them, one of my sequences is called You're Invited. Well, this invitation is to see a digital product for free that I'm giving out, whether it's an analytic statistic on some of the different key factors in an industry, whether it's a Loom video, whether it's something along those lines. Create something digital that is valuable that you can give to a client for free. And this goes back to my point number 2 of providing free value. But in the first initial email, it says, hey, my name is Will. I'm the CEO of Upper Hand Marketing. I just created this, awesome PDF for you talking about how you could improve your open rates and conversion rates for your email. Mind if I send it your way? All they have to do is say yes. It minimizes the risk and they get something for free. And the thing that I'm making, the PDF that I'm making, is incredibly valuable. So that even if they don't book a meeting, even if they, see my email, they open it, they take it for themselves, they're getting value whether they book a meeting with me or not, which I've seen in the past increase the rate of actually booking a meeting. It's kind of reverse psychology because you would think when you send something free their way that's all they need. They're done with you at that point, but they need help with it. That's just the thing. And that goes back to targeting. You want to target places that actually don't have a great, whatever service you're doing, whether it's video strategy, social media, email. For me, it's, email marketing. So I target places that could use better email marketing efforts so that when I come across their inbox, they see that I can provide them free value, no strings attached. I send it their way. It's a really valuable document that I'm sending their way that they get immediate value from. So create a digital product or a Loom video explaining exactly how they can improve on their, whatever it may be. Like I said, video strategy, social media, cold email conversion rates. Create that digital product, send it their way, and provide them value so that when you ask to book a meeting, it creates a less of a gap so that you've already given them something. They might feel obliged to at least book a meeting, even if they're not that interested. And then in the call, you can kind of sell them further from there. The last thing I have for you for 2025 is stay consistent. Whether you're doing cold email, whether you're doing cold calling, whether you're creating YouTube content, and I could take my own advice here, stay consistent because you'll see a snowball effect. When you start cold emailing, you'll notice that as you begin, whether you're manually doing them or doing them, automated through Instantly AI, you'll notice that your scripts will become better because you're learning what works and what doesn't work. That snowball effect never would happen if you don't stay consistent. If you shoot 100 emails and you don't get any replies and then you quit, how would you ever know what the next 100, 200, 300, 400 would be? Same for cold calling. How would you know that you're getting better if you're not staying consistent? So staying consistent is absolutely key. I can guarantee you this. If you create a YouTube channel or just a social media platform at all, you're providing free value with whatever your niche is, you're cold calling, you're cold emailing, you're doing everything you can, cold DMing even, you're doing everything you can to get clients in 2025. If you start in January and you go all the way through December, you will be so much better off than you ever thought you would. I promise. Because think about it. If you start in January, even if you've done it before or not, you're going to be so much better. The December version of you and your business is going to be so much better and stronger than you were in January. That's just how it is. And 2025 could be your year, whether you choose it to be or not. Some of you guys have businesses that you're perfectly content with, and you're only here to look at some email strategies that you can implement. That's totally fine. I'm so happy that you're content. For me, I want to grow. I want my business to grow. I want the clients that I work with to grow, and I want you guys to grow along with me. If you found any value from this video, please click the like and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. There's so much more in the pipeline for 2025. I'm so incredibly excited. So please stay tuned for that. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.